Welcome to the Leading with Innovation, a Christ-centered approach presentation. Today we will dive into understanding how we can embrace change in our educational systems through the lens of biblical teachings. To understand how to bring about change, we first need to recognize the different groups we're addressing. Innovators are the trailblazers, always first to try something new. Early adopters, although quick to adopt, take a more measured approach. The early majority tends to be more deliberate, while the late majority is usually skeptical and waits until the majority has endorsed the change. Lastly, laggards are the most resistant to change, often being the last to get on board. Innovators, early adopters, and the early majority form the core group that can champion new technological initiatives. We can think of them similarly to Christ's early disciples. Jesus handpicked a few who believed in his message and would help spread it. In much the same way, by recognizing the innovators and early adopters in your educational system, you can involve them in the implementation process, gather their feedback, and use their influence to encourage others to embrace the changes. In a study by Kyle Sayang, researchers found that teachers who embraced technology and change were more likely to encourage an innovative climate and inspire students to gain more academic understanding through technology. Similarly, when Jesus fed the 5,000, he demonstrated a miracle to a broader audience, much like the early majority, building trust and showcasing the power of his message. According to an article by Waobang and Do, there are a number of factors to explain why there is reluctance among stakeholders to implement technology in their schools. A few factors include a general lack of technology skills, inadequate computer access, and lack of time. Christ was patient and understanding with those who were more resistant to change. He met them where they were, listened to their concerns, and gently guided them toward embracing new ideas. Similarly, you can take a patient and empathetic approach with the late majority and laggards, providing support, addressing their concerns, and gradually introducing the changes. When it comes to the late majority and laggards, patience and understanding are key. They often need more support and time to understand the benefits of new technology. Jesus' approach in the parable of the prodigal son offers us insight here. Even though the son returned after a long time, he was welcomed with open arms. Similarly, we must provide an environment where these people feel understood and supported. Doubting Thomas in the Gospel of John, who needed to see to believe, represents these groups. Jesus did not rebuke Thomas for his doubts, but offered him evidence. We must also provide clear demonstrations and evidence of the technology's benefits. Like Jesus, we need to make reluctant adopters comfortable with technological changes. Leading with a Christ-like approach fosters an environment where all individuals feel valued and heard, regardless of their willingness to embrace change. When we think of Jesus' leadership, it's clear that it was rooted in love, compassion, and understanding. He recognized the unique journeys of everyone he encountered. By embracing this approach, we can create a culture of trust and